Alrighty, folks, I'm not sure if you understand what's going on in the mortgage industry, but what started in the corner of as non-QM, maybe a little sketch, a little subprime, a little lower quality borrowers is now going mainstream. These companies are creating real systems, real leverage, and we are seeing a burgeoning industry in non-QM really on par with conventional. So I thought we would talk with one of the biggest players in that space, Convoy Home Loans specifically. Jonathan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. You have really seen the non-QM space grow. I've seen it, right? We've been talking now for 5 years or so. So I've seen it really grow up. And I just love to hear what's going on because I think 2026 is going to prove to be a breakout year, kind of a watershed moment for the entire industry. And I'm curious what you're seeing on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, non-QM 5 years ago, and even 3 years ago, we were wondering like, how long is, especially like DSCR, how long is it going to be around? How long is it going
Yeah.
to continue for, the market itself? Um, this was before the big institutional players got involved and started buying these loans because we had the exit of, let's say, the DSCR product like three times within a 3-year span, while rates were kind of doing this jump thing. Um, And since that point, because there's been so many institutional buyers that have entered the market, everything's kind of almost flattened out in
Hmm.
terms of demand and risk and people buying it. They'll move their margins up and down, but in terms of is there a buyer for this type of loan now? It seems to be that Wall Street has adopted this loan
Yeah.
entirely. So more buyers are coming in, more people are pouring into the space and almost treating these non-conventional, non-QM loans as prime loans that they can put money into and potentially probably get a better spread and margin than a conventional Fannie Freddie or FHA loan. Because FHA obviously is government, but Fannie Freddie, the margins are so thin on
Hmm.
those loans because of how the market moves. Like the more I think institutional traders are going towards this non-QM space, flooding there because they can make a spread of a percent,
Yeah.
point and a half
Yeah,
on the
I think
market.
it's really interesting because again, being a complete outsider, but luckily having you and your partner Dustin as
Mm.
friends, what I've seen kind of happen is Wall Street is now kind of seen a full cycle. What I mean by that is, the average loan, typically is 5 to 7 years if you look at duration. And we're kind of at that cycle. And what I think they're seeing in non QM is a better payoff. They're seeing lower defaults. Again, folks, these things have real skin in the game. 25% down is pretty common, certainly to get better rates. And you've got to underwrite something pretty poorly or something drastic has to happen to the borrower to make that a risky loan. Because even if they don't pay, you've got a lot of equity sitting there, even with 6, 7, 8% transaction costs before the lender suffers any real pain. And that's what I think Wall Street is seeing. They're like, oh my God, we've got real tenure now. This is not just an idea.
Yeah.
And these loans are performing better. And oh, by the way, I can triple the spread. Wall Street's one thing, and they're freaking greedy son of a guns. And if they can find a way to triple the return with less risk, believe me, they're going to go ham. Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, 100%. And on top of that, what they're seeing is the quality of the borrower has changed, right?
Tell me
So
what that
we're
means. What does
we're
that mean?
talking initially when we were talking about conventional, that was the cream of the crop prime borrower, right?
Hmm.
780 FICO, above 720, W2 job, like that was the ideal person. Now, some of the people doing non-QM, and especially a lot of people that we work with, yes, they might not have the best tax returns, right?
Right,
But
exactly. They're small
but
business owners, and
yeah,
yeah.
but they have millions in the bank. They have more liquidity, they have more reserves. They're
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 putting real
paying
down payments.
yes, they're putting actual 20% down minimum depending on the cash on cash
Right,
or going 25 or 30. Sometimes they're even going 40, right?
right.
These the quality of the borrower has changed from
Yeah,
actually conventional is now if anything more risky because if think about how many layoffs are happening
yeah,
because of the AI movement, right?
yeah.
And those cuts are real cuts that are happening. If you're self-employed and you have millions in the bank or even if you have a couple hundred grand in the bank, that beyond the down payment or whatever
Mm.
you own,
Yeah,
like
remaining liquidity. Yeah, yeah.
you've built a good enough reserve where you're not living month to month on a paycheck, which allows you to actually be a higher quality borrower, not in the eyes of on paper, but
Mhm.
in reality, a higher quality borrower.
For
I'll
sure.
give an example of this that I just like literally got clear to close this morning is we have a client, I have a client that has a bunch of money that comes from a foreign country,
Mhm.
and they have on paper here, they don't file taxes, but they're going to move here permanently. So every other lender is denying them because they have no tax returns, not that much credit, whatever, right? Little do they know he has $15 million in this other country in a
Right.
stock account. So he's just moving money from that stock account over to a bank account here because
Yeah.
yeah, and then well, you're away, and he's he's not going crazy. He's buying like $1 million primary, but
Yeah.
like
Nothing nuts. Yeah.
you have a runway, $15 million. You have a runway,
Yeah, you can make that mortgage payment just off of 3% interest. Come on.
yeah. So like, is that a riskier borrower than someone that's
No.
gonna put 3.5% down to buy a property and is fighting, to kind of keep the
Yeah.
down payment and,
What I
as
think's
low as
happening
possible?
is non-QM has morphed into a make sense lender. I
Hmm.
think conventional got a little too crazy, a little approve eligible, right? The box is so tight. And if
Hmm.
you have one thing that's off, it doesn't approve, which frankly, to your point, makes it even riskier because yeah, you might check all the boxes, but what's more risky? A single income household in the tech industry today, or somebody with 15 million bucks in liquidity. I know which
Yeah.
one I'd bet on.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that that's what people are seeing more. And that's why this product as a whole, I don't want to fully say it's here to stay forever, but it seems like there's a lot more stability,
You know
more
what? I'll
stability.
say it. I'll say it
Yeah.
because you can't. I'll say it because I think lending products, I think you have to run a cycle. I think 5 years ago when this was just a small industry in the corner, it wasn't certainly not certain that it'd stay around because we didn't know what the default rates were. Again, this was, becoming a make sense lender, you're kind of making up the rules as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And you may guess wrong. But I think being a make sense lender, now having a full cycle of this and seeing that the default rates are lower, even when there are defaults, the lender is probably not impaired. If they are impaired, it's 5% or something. I'm going to say it's here to stay because again, we're not going to change. Small business owners are still going to be aggressive on their taxes. Asset depletion loans are still a thing. And so I'm willing to say it's going to stay. I know you can't, but I can because, it's my opinion in my show.
Yeah. And I think since you said it, like I think this creates a breeding ground for a new mentality, and that's kind of
Yes.
what we've been kind of telling clients is like non-QM going this other route is no longer like it's that much more expensive of a loan. It's
Yeah. You're
that
not
much
going in a
worse of a
shady
loan.
alley and,
Yeah, like
dealing with a drug dealer or something.
exactly. There's no handshake happening with a switch of cash and money. Like it's not like that anymore. This is this is like a legitimate avenue
Yeah.
to make your investments better, or if even if it's your primary residence, to make your primary residence buying process better, right?
Yeah.
Depending on your scenario, right? There's no reason for now to try to jam a square peg into a round hole. There's a square
Yeah.
space for a square peg that you can put in, right? So
Agreed. Yeah.
that's kind of I think the most important thing that people are, I think, coming to realization, and that's what we're kind of trying to create a new mindset for. It's like it's not a bad word anymore.
Mhm.
People can do it and have
Yeah.
confidence with the loan, knowing that it won't be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years ago, people whispered it. Hey,
Yeah.
I got a DSCR lender for you. I got to. Now it's like, dude, I'd wear it with a
Yeah.
badge of honor because
Yeah.
again, the other thing about this space, unlike conventional, is you guys are again, you're a make sense lender. You guys got Olivia and I done on cash out refis in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
The convention, dude, this is not no exaggeration. We have tried to go conventional 5 or 6 times over the last 5 or 6 years and to buy our primary.
Yeah.
Right. And let's just say our tax returns are rather complex and, all of that. And everybody says they can do it, but they can't get it done.
Yeah.
Right. They just
It's
can't
true.
get it done. So,
It's true.
and you guys got it done in 2.5 weeks. I'm like, damn, I'm not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going.
100%. I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
it's good to, obviously, for the listeners, right? Zuber trusts us, which is
Yeah.
there's a
Multiple
reason.
times.
There's a
Multiple
reason.
times.
Yeah, there's a reason he trusts us. Okay.
Yeah.
So that, don't come fighting us when we're
Yeah.
saying one thing or the other.
Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, and next thing I wanted to kind of segue into,
Mhm.
given that market thing is right now, obviously, 10 years dropped a little bit, and I think
Yep.
more than before, people are more knowledgeable of the market right now, and so they're watching these different indicators more, which
Yep.
is good. I'm getting a lot of people. I had like 10 conversations this morning alone
Oh,
saying,
wow.
they're like, should I just wait now?
You know, the answer is, of course, no, because I mean, the human condition is so easy to predict. What's happening now is we've had a couple of good days, and people are like, oh, good days are going to continue. But hopefully, you've realized now over the last 9 quarters, right, 2 years, that anything could change. So, what I would tell people is just stop being stupid, right? Have the seller do a rate buy down or pay points, right? Because again, it's a buyer's market in most of the country. So grind on the price,
Mm.
get mortgage pay down, set it and forget it. This is not, and then again, folks, do the math. Let's just say the 10-year note falls 5 basis points. Mortgage rates may not change at all, right? Because they're not connected directly. So most of you are, you're very bad at math. You think lower rates good. But again, a lower rate on a $200,000 mortgage is like $7.
Hmm.
So stop being stupid. And again, remember, we have had so many whipsaws the last 12 quarters or whatever it's been. Just stop it. Because what will happen is we'll have heaven forbid, the straight, goes back to being closed, and your deal's blowing out because it can go higher. So no, please stop this waiting. Just stop. Get the seller to give you 2 points, buy the rate down to some lower level, set it and forget it and move on. So yeah, no, this is come on, guys. Can you not learn the lessons of the past, please?
Yeah, that's what actually the example that I gave. If something happens, the peace deal doesn't go as planned, then I think it could almost jerk up everything higher than it was before,
Oh, absolutely.
even
It'll be a
higher.
nasty snapback.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
who knows? Nobody knows. Just
Nobody knows.
like it, lock it,
Yes.
move on, forget about the market, especially because I don't think, and you can correct me if you
Mhm.
think differently. I don't think we're going to be below 4% on the 10-year Treasury in the
No.
next like couple months, because that would be, I think, this, I'm just giving people the indicator to look at, right? If the 10-year Treasury drops below 4% and stays there for a week,
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, the
Yeah.
market might be like, we might actually see a significant decrease in the rates where it actually,
Yeah. I
might
mean,
make a difference.
the 10 years at 4.38. I just looked it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, the chances of it going sub 4 this year, certainly this quarter, are low. It's never not
Yeah.
possible, but
Yeah.
they're low. They're single digits, maybe teens. But yeah, again, folks, what I would tell folks is just stop being stupid. It's a buyer's market. Grind on the price, get an extra 2 points to do a rate buy down. Because again, right, rates at par today might be 6.5, 6.6. But if you have 2 points to deploy, you might get in the high fives.
Yeah.
Right. So stop being stupid. That's what I would
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah, it's true. And if you're buying, like, for example, DSC, even non-QM, you're at low sixes, 6 1/8, 6 1/4, 6%,
Yeah.
5.875. Like, that's all within the realm
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
So
Yeah.
again, set it, forget it, write the deal that makes sense today. Again, trust me when I say this. When rates get low enough, the masses will come back and the ability for you as a buyer to negotiate will disappear.
Mm.
So go get it now. When the barbecue's raging and food's being prepared, go get it. Don't wait for, all the ants to come and all of that. It's just going to get ugly. Man, Jonathan, where can people find you?
Go to convoyhomeloans.com/ORAT and let us know you came from ORAT.
There you go, folks. Again, used them multiple times, couple of 2.5 weeks. Again, I do get special service. I'm not confused, but hey, I bet you can get it done in 3 weeks. So, all right, Jonathan, take care of yourself. Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.